To the halftime show on 2K Sports. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. They couldn't hold on to the slim lead they had at the start of the second quarter and headed into the locker room with the game all knotted up. Shaq, let's get your take on Milwaukee.
You know, they didn't play it too safe. They made some really nice shots. Those are some much-needed points, and it keeps them right in the game. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
Kenny, what's your take on the Clippers?
Well, it's tough to play on the road, and they overcame that. They were mentally and physically prepared for this game, but it hasn't been easy. They faced some intense play from a team on its home turf, but these guys didn't cave in. In fact, they fought back with some intensity of their own, successfully, in front of a very hostile crowd.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get on.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. You have to like what we're seeing from Tony Allen.
And what he gives his team, guys, is an edge. He just lights up an arena when he gets it going. And in that first half, young fella had it going.
Not just an edge, though, Greg. I think he gives them a confidence and a swagger they wouldn't otherwise have. And he's a special player to have around, no doubt about that.
Heading underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. And it's Johnson in at the 3 slot. Now here's Paul. Johnson outside. Pass to Redick for the lead. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Redick's got the lead up to 1 now for Los Angeles. Clark, third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
Yeah, it's really been a bit of a tug of war. Back and forth we go.
And, guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
The drive by Monroe, and the basket good. Monroe's got 4 points in the quarter.
And the lead goes right back. What a seesaw affair we've got going on.
This game's right there for the taking, but neither team can quite grab hold of it. Like a slippery bar of soap there. Somebody's got to take charge here.
Now here's Redick. He has 5, and the shot is good. Offense is what drives the Clippers, and they were fantastic at it last season. Easily one of the most exciting teams to watch with their high-flying and high-scoring act and number 1 in terms of efficiency.
Yeah, and it's not just a flash for the Clippers on offense. You talked about their efficiency on the offensive end. Led the league in points scored per 100 possessions at 109.8.
Timeout called the Bucks. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Jared Bayless has checked in for Michael Carter-Williams. Parker, right side. A shot by Middleton. Wide open. And it's good on the assist by Parker.
And, you know, the Clippers were near the top of the league in most other offensive efficiency categories as well. Second in the league in field goal percentage. Second in points per game at almost 107 per. That was a high-octane offensive group.
And here is Paul, following the three-pointer by Chris Middleton. 6 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Stolen by Monroe. Here's Antetokounmpo. Blanketed by the D. Fights to the rim for the layup. Now it's a 4-point Milwaukee lead.
And it's been well documented. The Clippers had problems with free throw shooting. I mean, mostly due to their bigs. They actually had 3 perimeter players who shot over 90% on the season. But you can forgive their free throw struggles as a team given how great they were everywhere else.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 6 points for him. Lets it go from 11, and it's Paul Pierce with the rebound. Clippers trail by 4. Johnson attacking. The kick out to Pierce. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
There's 1:17 left in the third quarter. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall. Los Angeles has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Redick inside the line, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Redick's got 7 points here in this quarter. Bucks have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Antetokounmpo dishes to Monroe. Middleton outside. Shot from 12. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Johnson attacking. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And guys, Wesley Johnson, 4th overall pick back in the 2011 draft. Everyone thought he would have the jump shot to become a prolific scorer, and Clark, the length to defend at a high level.
Yeah, you know, in his rookie year, he averaged 9 points a game. Last year, his 5th, he averaged 10. I think it's to the point where he is what he is.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Plumlee, he's checked in for Monroe. John Henson comes in for Parker. O.J. Mayo is checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Carter Williams in for Jared Bayless. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pierce kicks to Paul. Beyond the arc. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Carter Williams. Misses from close range. Johnson. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Bucks ahead. They're up by 2. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. The Clippers trail. Okay, time now for an injury report. Now let's get an update on Blake Griffin's injury. And Doris, what do you have?
Guys, the head athletic trainer for the Clippers provided some information for us. He said he's having back spasms and it's causing him a lot of pain. The schedule becomes a real grind at this time of the year, and that injury is only going to make things harder on this team. Guys?
Doris, thanks for the update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sidelines.
And in the training room, guys. I mean, that is not going to be an easy injury to bounce back from.
Carter Williams is out there with Mayo. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then it's Plumlee, and it's Henson in at the 4. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
Timeout. Start it.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. DeAndre Jordan has been extremely productive over 7 years. That makes it even more unbelievable that there was some question, Clark, as to his commitment to basketball coming into the league.
Yeah, you know, on talent and athleticism alone, he would have been a top 10 pick for sure, but he slipped to the second round, and he's made good on it, though.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over that last break. He urged his players to keep fighting, saying, "We're right there, but the margin of error has shrunk. We've got to play aggressive and smart." Guys?
And watching DeAndre Jordan, he's really refined his game over the years without losing the athleticism. He's that rubbery, long-limbed athlete that transcends age. And so far, I've seen 0 drop-off in his leaping ability and quickness, but no question he's improved his skills and IQ.
And talking about DeAndre Jordan, he is displaying an energy level that many scouts wondered if he had. Let's face it, he underachieved a bit in his 1 year in college. He knows that. But when it's come time to do it at the highest level, DeAndre has risen to the occasion.
Johnson with the block. The shot by Carter Williams, nobody around. Parker just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Pierce kicks to Redick. Back to Pierce. Johnson from outside. No good. And Milwaukee the other way now. And here's the fast break. Carter Williams leading the way. And taken away by Johnson. Oh, and here comes Pierce all alone.
And this has really been a well-played game up to this point. And you know what? I bet it stays that way until the end.
I certainly hope so. I mean, it's been a terrific contest, and there's nothing like a pair of teams just balling out the way they have been.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Monroe. Redick against Middleton. Out to Monroe. 3 on the clock. Lets it go from 11. Good. And the Bucks lead by 1. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Yeah, and actually still too close to call. I mean, this one is tight.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Now here's Johnson. Left side, Pierce. He dishes it to Jordan. Puts up the baby hook. And the rejection by Monroe. Here's Carter Williams. Johnson with the block. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. And the dunk by Jordan.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're behind by 1. 1:19 left in the fourth. .119 left in the fourth quarter. And Middleton kicks to Monroe. Now the Clippers moving it up. Johnson's got the ball. The big dunk at the end of the break.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Timeout called the Bucks. They're losing by 3. 1:10 left here in the fourth quarter. Middleton up top. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Carter Williams with the bucket.
Yeah, beautiful play on the interior. They're just using the height advantage to lay the ball up and in when they really needed that basket.
Now here's Paul. It's Redick on the wing. Jordan against Monroe. And Redick kicks to Jordan. Clippers moving the ball around. The shot by Pierce will not go. And so it's Milwaukee now. They trail by 1. Carter Williams, the pass to Monroe. Tries again. Money!
What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it? Clutch!
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you can test his shots every time down the floor.
Clark, they'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see some long possessions out of them going forward.
And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Poked away and taken away by Johnson. By himself. Money!
Oh, man, what a turnaround. Sensational play on D, and then the rapid-fire run to the basket.
Craig, they didn't wait around, did they? They went right for the throat.
Guys, this is crunch time now. When you've got a chance to capitalize on the turnover, you got to take it and make it.
poked loose. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. They break the hearts of everyone.